Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As-salatu wassalamu ala rasulihil kareem. Now, uh, the second thing I want to talk about related to Sheikh Imran Hosein. Now, Sheikh Imran Hosein is part of a bigger problem that the Ummah is facing, right? The Ummah is facing a problem of these random people, right, popping up at different places. They're usually very smart, they're very eloquent. That's why they are able to gather a large group around them. And obviously, they gather a following, and that's why people start listening to them. And so they say something deep, and people start following them. They again are eloquent, but at the same time they would say something completely out of the box that goes against the consensus of the ummah. And sometimes they interfere in aqidah, right? For example, like Sheikh Imran Hussein is an example. I'm connected with the Pakistani community, the society. I know there are people like Mirza, engineer over there, and then we have Javed Ahmad Ghamdi, right? He's also another type. He's more like a liberal reformer, and Engineer Mirza is more like a conservative reformer, right? And so the problem again with all these people is that they all come up with the same tagline that we have something new for the we have figured we have found the holy grail, right? And people before us they didn't understand Islam. And so people also have this animosity towards the scholars, and so they start following these people, right? So how do we address this? The first thing is obviously we remember that if you want to learn something, right? In our field in physics, right, we call these people crackpots, right? We get, when I was a PhD student, we used to get these emails. Oh, I figured out that Newton was wrong, Einstein was wrong, and I've got a completely new theory that is going to revolutionize physics, right? And it usually turns out that these people don't even know the basics, as do these people who claim to be reformers in Islam, right? So going against the consensus in every field, whether it's physics or chemistry or science in general, or even religion, right, is obviously challenging, right? So how do you do that? And I've gone against the consensus in physics, right? But how do you do that? You write your, alhamdulillah, I published also. I worked on unorthodox ideas. Alhamdulillah, I was able to publish. But how did I do that? The only way you can work on non-orthodox ideas is that you couple yourself with the orthodox, and then you understand how the orthodox behaves, and then you challenge them, right, in a proper manner, right? And you connect your theory with your understanding with what the orthodox believes, right? So this is the proper channel and the proper way of doing that. What Sheikh Imran Hussein, for example, he comes up and says, "Oh, Eastern Orthodox are they don't have to convert to Islam, right?" And then Mirza engineer, he came up with this idea. Oh, the Qadianis are better than the Ahlul Kitab. And there's so many of these things that these people come up with that are completely out of the box. People don't study, they don't know basics of Islam, so they start following them, and they're like, "Oh, don't judge these people." Well, I'm not gonna sit there and alhamdulillah, I've learned basics of Islam from a scholar. So I think I am at some level, but I have the qualification to at least judge someone who's making a very trivial mistake in aqidah, right? So so the way to address is to find serious scholars. There are serious scholars everywhere. We struggle so much to get into the best university, the best institutes. We have to struggle also to find the best ulama. And so we have to go through the struggle. If you want, again, always give this example. If you want to find the best tutor for your kids, you're gonna obviously look for the best person. You're gonna ask for their degree, or their qualification, their experience. Go through the same process for Islam also. If you want to learn something, ask all these questions. Whether the person you are listening to has understands the basics of Islam,